Win News.
Tonight, 2 more Goulburn-Murray schools evacuated. Why the Gagari Recycling Centre is on the nose. And the launch of a new women's health clinic in Shepparton. Good evening, I'm Bruce Roberts. Also tonight, 3 people remain in Melbourne hospitals after a head-on crash at Kingupna. First tonight, 2 Goulburn-Murray schools have been evacuated after threatening phone calls. Hundreds of pupils at Sacred Heart Primary in Yarrawonga and Wilmot Road Primary in Shepparton were taken out of their classes shortly before noon. Investigations are continuing into the incident. Police are not ruling out a link to other hoax calls to schools across the country during the past month. Gagari residents say they're forced to remain indoors due to a foul odour stemming from a stock feed manufacturing and recycling plant on Winter Road. They claim there's been little done to reduce the smell coming from the former Heinz factory site since October. And when we return this Wednesday, a push for Vietnam veterans to come out of the woodwork and work to boost a Strathmerton tourism hotspot after the November tornado. Central Victoria's Scottish heritage has been celebrated at another successful Scots Day Out. Hundreds gathered for this year's annual Celtic celebration. Midweek Sport is next with Amy Duggan, and big changes ahead for country racing.
There are, Bruce, shorter breaks in between races, one step closer. Also, Stanhope topples Marupna Golf in midweek bowls pennant, and Dean West wins honours at the Rushworth Memorial event. In sport, organisers have hailed the Ray Welsh Memorial event held at Rushworth Speedway over the weekend a success. Dean West took out the action-packed hot rod final as Shepparton's Steve Robinson placed third. Marupna Golf's hopes of returning to the top 4 are fading after going down to Stanhope in Goulburn Valley midweek bowls. Despite its round 12 win, Stanhope remains second last on the ladder. Shorter time between races is set to be the norm at Victorian country race meetings. Racing Victoria will extend its trial of 30-minute gaps between races on all race days, excluding Saturdays. The trial's been met with mostly positive feedback after starting at Morong Cup Day in Bendigo earlier this month. However, Racing Victoria says participants and punters have raised concerns about the shorter gap on Saturdays. Owners, trainers and jockeys who participated in the trial will be surveyed next week. And that is our day in sport, Bruce.
Great, Amy. Thank you very much for that. Sunny but with some wind about tomorrow. Full weather details for you next. Then a musical feast for Bonnie Doon.
This report brought to you by Fire Ready. Download the Fire Ready app and set up a watch zone so you can receive warnings.
Hello again. It's been a partly cloudy and mostly dry day across the Goulburn Valley and southern Riverina. Let's have a look at the details. Shepparton overnight got down to 13 degrees, but almost doubled in temperature, up to 25 degrees today. 25 also for Benalla, Mansfield, Alexandra and Eildon all seeing 17 as a top today with some cloud about. Rushworth up to 25 degrees today, Echuca up to 26, Yarrawonga 26 degrees as well, Deniliquin 27 degrees. To the satellite, and cloud covering southern Victoria in the wake of the cold front is generating a few showers, mainly around the coast. Skies are clearer in the north of the state due to a strengthening ridge of high pressure. On the synoptic, onshore winds are triggering light showers over south-west Victoria. Meanwhile, a high pressure system over waters south of the Bight will weaken tomorrow as the cold front approaches Tasmania. So to the forecast for tomorrow, plenty of sunshine about, but also some winds as well. We should see Eildon getting up to 27 degrees, Mansfield up to 26, Benalla 29 degrees for tomorrow. We should see Rushworth on 27, Wangaratta up to 30 degrees, but just 10 degrees overnight. Tocumwal also hitting 30 degrees tomorrow. Denny up to 31 with that sunshine. For Shepparton, sunny and dry. Overnight temperature of 13, but getting up to 29. For Melbourne, morning drizzle about, but then clearing in the afternoon up to 23 degrees. And as we take a look at the days ahead, Friday, partly cloudy with light winds expected. If you're playing cricket at the Hazeman Shield Finals on Saturday, mostly sunny and dry. And then for Sunday, temperatures will heat up again across the region and remain hot until at least Tuesday night. And finally tonight, Bonnie Doon will come alive this weekend for the community's annual Music and Busker Festival. Organisers are promising a spectacle bigger and better than before as the event marks its third year. Dozens of performers and buskers will take to the stage on both Saturday and Sunday as they look to entertain hundreds of visitors from across the region. Line dancing and ukulele workshops will also run on Saturday, with a poet's breakfast on Sunday. A bush dance at the Bonnie Doon Community Hall will kickstart festivities on Friday evening. And that is how we saw news in the Goulburn Valley and Southern Riverina this Wednesday, February 17. Join us again tomorrow night from 7 o'clock. You can also join Win News online with social media, either Twitter or Facebook, with the information that's on your screen now. I'll join you this evening with news updates as well as Win's All Australian News at midnight and midday with an insight into regional issues right across the country. I'm Bruce Roberts, and on behalf of the entire Win News team, thanks for your company. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
This has been a Win News presentation from Win, Australia's #1 regional television network.